Concept came about a couple of years ago for Lady and Gentlemen, and it all started with Daryl Brown, who's a very good friend of mine. We were talking about albums that I would like to make in the future, and one of them was kind of a love songs album, and I thought, well, I started digging into my favorite love songs. I thought that's kind of interesting, but it's been done, so how is there a way to do it without like repeating everyone else's, idea? So I started digging into my favorite love songs, and I realized that classic country love songs, all of them were men's songs, because my dad raised me on classic country music. Other than Patsy Cline, I listened to all men. So I thought, well, instead of making a love songs record, it would be kind of cool if it would be a record where all of the songs originally were recorded by men, but now from a woman's perspective. So some of these songs have never been recorded by women. And we started out with about 75 songs and whittled it down to 12. And I called Vince Gill, because Vince was one of the songs that I wanted to record. One of his songs called When I Call Your Name. And I thought that maybe he'd just like sing and play on the record. And I told him of the idea of the album, and he loved it. And I go, well, what are you doing in the next couple of months? Because I don't really have like a producer for the record. And he goes, well, nothing. And I, said, would you produce the record? And he actually thought I was joking. I mean, Vince is very humble and sweet, and he really did think I was joking. I'm like, no, I'm serious. So I was like, yeah, I'd love to. So we ended up going in the studio and whittling these 75 songs, kind of half from me, half from him, down to 12. And I think the 12 that we picked are very iconic and cool. And a couple of them, one of them is one of Merle Haggard's songs that was kind of like a little bit buried, that a lot of people don't know, but it's Vince's favorite song. So the songs kind of came from all over. Vince heard 16 Tons in a car commercial and went, we should do this. And a lot of songs came from my childhood. But it was just a fun record to make. We recorded the whole album in 2 days at his house, and then obviously put finishing touches on it here and there. But the bulk of the record was recorded in his house. I was literally like set up in his hallway between like the studio and the bathroom. We had amps in the bathroom. Like I was singing in a hallway. It was quite an organic record to make that way. Like no bells and whistles, and it was just a very creative process from front to back. And we came up with a record that I feel paid homage to the original, but completely came out as my own, I think, original album. So I'm really, really proud of it.